Welcome back. This is round 3. I win the die roll, and I have to mulligan just like every other game so far. Yeah, I'll drop to 5. I mean, look at this hand. It's so good. 3 collected companies. How can you say no to 3 collected companies? All right, well, this hand has a turn 3 win, so this 5 is pretty good, and I'm actually intrigued with that. So let's play the Windswept Teeth, and if I want, I can shuffle it away. Island Serum Visions, if this is like an Is It Phoenix, I want the Eternal Witness. If this is Control, I probably still want the Eternal Witness, so I will not shuffle it away. So I give myself that option. Did cost me a couple life points, because I am going to shock here because I want access to white. Okay, this is awesome. So either they have a path in hand, or they're dead. 2 cards on bottom, 2 cards on bottom. Okay. Thank you, opponent. Wow. Multi 5, win turn 3. I mean, we gotta ban this deck. This deck is overpowered. Alright, so I made a sideboard guide. Sorry, I'm pulling it up. Still tweaking it. Blue-eye control. They could be Jeskai, but it's pretty much the same. So it's an unfavored matchup because Infinite Life doesn't beat Jace or Teferi, and they have plenty of disruption. The cards I need to watch out for are Rest in Peace, but I'm not going to be worried about that because they didn't see Kitchen Finks. They did see the Overgrown Tombs that might be ready for it, Spell Queller, and Dispel. So I side out Chords, Seer, and some Finks. I bring in Removal, Sin Collector, Knight of Autumn, and Gideon. Gideon's kind of my trump. Everything I want to do is land a Gideon in this matchup. So Gideon, Sin Collector. Intrigued by Knight of Autumn. Absolutely want Trophy. It's questionable if I want Path or Decay more. But I definitely want some number of removal here. So I've talked before how I am a fluid sideboarder. In fact, in the sideboard guide, I kind of write like what does that mean. It means I sideboard based on matchup. Normally, I completely side out the Infinite Life combo. While it doesn't win you the game here, it does draw you to pretty much wherever you want. Scavenging Ooze is okay here. It does draw you to it does stop Staffcaster Mage, but that's about it. Unless they are Jeskai, then Scavenging Ooze gets a lot better. So I'll trim a couple here. I'm not expecting Lyra. I'm really just expecting, I want a couple removal spells for a Planeswalker, either for Spell Queller or some sort of Detention Sphere or something like that, and either Celestial Colonnade or another threat. So I'll trim another Finks because life totals don't really matter here. And what else do I want to trim? Let's do that. So real quick, here's the little puppers. Her name is Switzer. She is training with my wife and I. My wife's doing all the work. She's training to be a rescue dog for veterans, or a service dog for veterans to help them with PTSD. And she's very cute, so there's a quick little dog pic right there. Alright, this hand, if this was a basic forest, this hand would be awesome. Alright, so I need to hit a green land. There's only one other land in my deck that doesn't tap. Three lands in my deck that don't tap for green. That's Gavany, Swamp. So I have 21 lands in my deck. That's 8, right? Gavany, Swamp. I have one in my hand. Gavany, Swamp, Plains are the 4. So 17. So 17 out of 53. Those are my odds. I have 2 draw steps. I think this hand is so good. So that's like a 30% chance, but I have 2 draw steps. If I hit it, I think I just win, right? I have a turn 3 win again. Assuming the Coco can hit something. I think I keep this. If this is a basic forest, this hand would be amazing. If I draw a Razor Verge Thicket, then my life is perfect. Also the fact I may be more inclined to keep this because I'm up a game. So I did not try it, so a little rough. Might be tilted in a minute. Basic forest. Okay, so we did hit a land. Don't mana leak this. Okay. Let's hit another land. At least we hit a land there. Alright, this is a little painful. I was hoping our opponent would path it, not mana leak it. Good news is our opponent generally doesn't put up a quick clock, and if we can land a Gideon if they tapped out. What is... Okay. So being punished for a risky hand. This is a high risk, high reward hand. Okay. Without a forest, this game's pretty much over. Without a green source, this game's pretty much over. Yeah. Oh, that sucked. Alright. I probably should play a little more just to see how they were sideboarding. Alright, born the play here with another risky hand. But unfortunately this hand doesn't have mana dork, so yeah. I'm not going to keep a risky hand 2 in a row. Alright, much better. I got a turn 1 dork. Removal spell. This hand is not a fast combo, but this hand can grind with the Duskwatch Recruiter. Opponent's mulliganing. Do I want the township? No. I want a druid. Plus I'm fetching anyway. I do wish I could have drawn a card with the last hand just to see if I would have had it. It's bad practice to say, oh, it would have worked out, but game 2 was a little risky there. I only advise doing that type of thing if either it's a bad matchup and you need some luck to win, or you're already up a game, and basically if you draw that one land, you're really favored to win, which is what that situation was there. If we just drew a land, if we just drew the correct land, I think we were favored there. So I think I'll actually draw here. And if I draw a forest, I actually get to, I would have been able to play Devoted Druid, which is kind of cool. This type of matchup, the way the Modern currently works, I'm not huge in playing around board wipes. You'll notice when I was playing against John, I didn't really play around Anger of the Gods, and I'm not going to play around Terminus here. If they have it, they have it. Just like I can't play around Thing in the Ice because Modern's too fast. You kind of have to walk into it. Obviously, some situations you can play around it, but generally speaking, I think it's incorrect to. So I think I just walked the Druid into the mana leak here. Okay. Just make a lot of mana. So I'm holding up Trophy, and I just played a 4-3. This is going to be a fair plan unless we draw something. Opponent has 7 cards in hand, but they're not doing anything. And that was just the draw we needed. I have a feeling they might have a Dispel, though, but that's fine because we have the Eternal Witness. Opponent is not F6'd. Okay. That was quick. So kept a risky hand game 2, but game 1 we mulled to a perfect hand, and our opponent didn't interact with us. Game 2, we failed to find a green source. We lost. Game 3, opponent had a little bit of interaction, and with the Terminus that wiped our board. But I think they got stuck on 3 lands. I'm not sure what. Maybe they had Snapcasters and Cryptic Commands and just never drew the 4th. I'm not really sure. Because if they had Snap, you'd think they could have Snap Opted or Snap Serum Visions hoping for more. I'm not sure what their hand was. But comboing on turn 6 is fine with Trophy backup. So, wow, 3-0. So no matter what, we're at least getting our money back. I will see you in the next one.